actually something that in certain countries works. It actually works incredibly well in Scotland. Some people think it really works in Canada, but not here. I don't think it would work as well here. What has to happen, I like the concept of private enterprise coming in. But, you know, the insurance companies are making a fortune, Willie, on Obamacare. You look at their stocks, they're making an absolute fortune. This was done almost, you could say, for the insurance companies. Everyone thought, oh, maybe they'd be hurt. They're doing great. You have to create competition, and you have to go back to a system of private. And the private you have to get rid of the artificial lines drawn around every state. When I negotiate for health care, I have one bidder. I never get bidders. I'd like to have a bidder from Iowa. I'd like to have a bidder from New Hampshire. I'd like to have a bidder from California. I'd like to have 100 bidders. The only thing the government should be involved in is making sure that those bidders are strong, where the companies don't go down the tubes.
But instead, there's only one person that you're bidding against. So, of course, the healthcare costs, Mike Barnicle, are sky high.
Well, Joe, I can't bid against anybody. There's like one group that comes in all the time. I say, get me more, and they're not allowed. If I want to go to New Jersey, or if I'm in New Jersey and I want New York, I can't bid anybody. I get like one or two people, one or two groups, and they're not even good groups, and they give lousy service, lousy treatment. And the reason that is because they make a fortune, because they have the politicians taken care of with their lobbyists and the special interests and the donors. And one of the things
so there's no competition.
There's no competition, Joe. One of the things people like about me, nobody's taking care of me. I don't need anybody to take care of me. And I think a lot of people like that. One other thing on health care. By the way, you'd get great plans. They'd be much more reasonable. They'd be rich as hell. They'd be beautiful, and people would be happy. But you got to take care of the people, and this is where I get myself into trouble with some Republicans. Because believe it or not, I have a heart. We have to take care of the people that have no money, that can't afford to take care of themselves.
Agreed.
And I say, for those people, maybe you're talking about 25%, 20-something%. For those people, I'd work out deals with hospitals, which, by the way, are not doing well. Hospitals are not doing well.
Hey, Donald, so let's keep this moving. This is fascinating.
Okay. Wow.
We go to Mike Barnicle now.
Well, he's correct on the insurance cartel, certainly.
It's a cartel.
Yeah,
and there's no competition in it. So much money, and that's why healthcare is so expensive.
He's absolutely correct.
Hey, Mike, the insurance companies are making a fortune because they have special interests where Obama does whatever they want them to do. That's what happened with Obamacare.
Mr. Trump, when the news stories and the newspapers and the TV networks aren't talking about Donald Trump, a lot of the time and space is filled with stories about gun massacre after gun massacre in this country. What would you do about the gun shows, where it's easier, when you go to a gun show, it's easier to get a handgun than it is a library card?
Well, Joe, I must tell you, Mike, I'm a Second Amendment person. I'm big on the Second Amendment, and you have some very sick people that shouldn't have guns, and we're all into that, and everybody agrees with that. You have some real whack jobs, and it would be nice if communities would report these people. You know, so often when you have a shooting, they go back to the community, and the community, half of the people say, oh, yeah, we always knew he'd be trouble. We always knew he was a sick puppy, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm very big into the Second Amendment, and I believe in the Second Amendment, and I think you need it for protection and